Hey guys, today is Thursday, August 10th of 2023, and this is the U.S. After Hours. I want to go over nat gas and see what has happened over the U.S. session. So without any further delay, let's get into it. As you can see right here, I forgot about that. I had a monthly, a weekly, and a daily. This is what I've been watching just, every time I post a video. But I just wanted to show you some things within the monthly. Point of control is 288, and there's another one I have for 280. And we breached that, but then pulled right back in. We're at what, 278? Next thing is the point of control on the weekly is 259 using a 5-year. This is a 10-year, and this is a 5-year. And 259 is the point of control. You see this little area right here? That's going to be the next level of resistance. That's going to be where I'm going to put the bears awaiting here. And that's somewhere around 346. That's a value area high of 369. But this is the area of interest once we could close above 302. Maybe this one too. I need to put one of just pivots, 331. But mostly you can see this area right here. So now I'm going to focus on the daily, which I've been focusing on lately. As you can see, the bears were not having it. It says like, you want to bring it, bulls, we're going to bring it back. Look at the volume. Not as strong as the bulls, but they did bring their Momo. Like I said, the Black Widow doesn't play around. Bulls try to push it higher, but the bears were stronger today. Why is that? Because we're in the bear camp. Bears are waiting. They control this area. This is their domain. This is their land. We're going to have to bring it hard and penetrate that. But if we can't, it's going to be a little rough. Let's go. Let's leave that here so I can focus on that. Let's go back to our, as you know, 318 is a key level to watch on the monthly. And I think I made a mistake on my last video. This is not the midpoint of the linear regression channel. The gray one is, as you can see here, this is the midpoint. This is another channel here within the linear regression channel, and we pierced it, but then pulled right back. But we remain, MACD's positive. As you can see, this is the area I was telling you guys, and hopefully you listen to me because, sometimes you got to learn the hard way like I did when I first started trading and got whacked, got my head handed to me in a platter. You'd never buy when you pass linear regression unless it's something catastrophic like, 9/11, and you just see it on the news or something. You could just go long or short to the extreme. But since it's not, apocalyptic, what's going on with natural gas, it was like a nice, pop. Algos come in and then they just traders short it because it's an extended move. And we're back somewhere around here. If they're going to push it, maybe it could go to the midpoint of the linear regression channel. We'll see. It's Friday. And so far we haven't gone negative here, but you can see the volume was for the bulls. Let's look at some levels. I'm going to show you something I don't think I've shown here before. A lot of things I use. This is Gann stuff, more Gann theory, Gann technique. And I guess in my channel, I'm just doing baby step because I don't want to spook the kids. But you can see that we pierced the trend line, and we now below this trend line, you can see with this red line. We broke all these key levels that was going to be support, and we're hovering around the 279 right now. Let's open this up a little bit so we can see what's going on here. Yeah, 279 monthly support, 263, which we're above it. If you can look at the weekly, it pierced the 281, but found support at the 275, 274 right there. So that's support. If we could hit 281 and close above it for Friday, that would be good. But if we hit 281 and fail, test 275 and fail, is going to go straight to 263. And if that fails, 257 is your weekly support. But I think these are going to be support for now for this week. And for today, which would be Friday, we need to close above 287. Once we could close above 287, I mean, I don't know if we're going to explode to the upside, but at least hover around 287 or above it. And this trend line, which is this one right here, this big bad boy right there. Our low is 275. It's going to push lower. You got this trend line from here, which is this one. You know, that all depends where it's going to crack. But 268 all the way to 262. Let's say they want to really tank it. 262, your last line. And there's some green trend lines I'm watching over here. I don't know if we're going to go down that deep. But I figure I'd give you the levels because we're dealing with the Black Widow. Anything could happen. Someone asked me, yeah, why'd you cover so early or, you know, took off some off the table? Because of this. This is where I know I take it off the table. Big move like this over the weekly key resistance. I mean, not key resistance, key extended levels. Top of that, linear regression channel. And there were some things I was watching on the Square 9. I was like, I don't even know this is going to be sustainable. But if it is, you know, more power to it. But it's healthy to pull back and then, you know, zigzag your way, grinding higher. And I knew this was coming. Is it going to continue deeper? I don't know. I think, you know, it could continue going higher, but it's going to be a back and forth game. Square 9. Lastly, we stalled around 277, 278. 302 was a high. If you do it at an angle, it leads you to 277, 278. It was a 268 high. It leads you to 277, 278. I've been saying that this is the area where a lot of the clusters, I call them, are lining up right here. You got the 194, which lines up with the 277 low, 277, 275 around here. So it's going to be somewhere around here where it's going to kind of, you know, maybe sideways, maybe just kind of here. And then, I don't know, we got to look at the statistical calendar for next week, see if there's any big explosions, big days, you know, big down days. And that's going to be on our Saturday report or Sunday, depending, you know, if I have time to do it. But we need to hold 273 and kind of oscillate here. We take out 273, then it's going to go to 265 and then oscillate between 265 and 257. But it's going to be, you know, if it's going to hold here, we need to hold this, kind of oscillate around here, build up Momo, maybe for next week to go and test 302 and maybe push higher. What concerns me also is the commitments of traders report. Commercial are hedging, so they're buying, and large speculators are selling. Why are they doing that already in, you know, in the midst of this move? So what I want to see is when the commitments of traders report comes out, are they reversing now that they've seen this move? Are they reversing, or are they still, you know, commercial are still hedging, still buying, assuming that natural gas is going to go lower, and large speculators are selling, assuming that natural gas is going to go lower? You know, sometimes they get it right, sometimes they get it wrong, but it's always just good to see where the big money is placing their, you know, their bets. And in the midst of this move, I think they're wrong, but, you know, they might know something that we don't know. Well, I'm going to sign out. Hopefully you like this video. Stay the course, you know, trail your stops, you know, because you're dealing with the Black Widow. She doesn't play around. She'll take your money back like a jiffy wig. Is that a word? Jiffy wig. Have a great evening. You guys trade over, you know, the overnight session, and I'll see you tomorrow morning.